Hi, my name is Ashley Wood, and the health model that I chose to do was the family health model, and that was created by Denham in 2003. It was when the model was first published. The family health model was developed by Shirley M. Denham, and it's a conceptual framework that views health as a dynamic, relational, and contextual experience that's shaped within the family system over an extended period of time. So, family values, beliefs, and practices within a cultural environment and all contribute to the family dynamic makeup. It's not a sum of each individual in the family, rather, it's the experience of the family and the individuals all together. The graph and model shown here, it outlines additional factors that greatly influence an individual's and family's health. In Denham's model, she narrowed it down to three main domains that encompass various factors that affect the family. The first domain is the contextual domain, and that includes the environment, social, and cultural factors that influence a family's health. Next, it's the functional domain, which encompasses family routines, roles, and communication patterns. Lastly, we have the structural domain, and that pertains to the family's composition, the relationships within the family and outside the family, and then other support systems that they have. All the domains are interrelated. That means that you can't have a change in one domain and not have it affect the others. Each one greatly impacts all of the other domains. So, how does her model define family, health, environment, and nursing? First, family is a group of individuals who share emotional bonds and responsibilities, often living together and supporting each other or living off of one another. She defines health as a dynamic state of well being that encompasses physical, emotional, and social aspects influenced by individuals and all of their collective behaviors. So we can't exclude one or two behaviors, it's a collective dynamic from all of them. Environment is the external factors, including social, cultural, and physical surroundings, that affect family health. And then lastly, we have her definition of nursing as the professional practice of assessing, planning, implementing, and evaluating care to promote health and well being with a focus on the family unit, specifically for this model. The family health model has been instrumental in guiding family nursing practice by providing a structured approach to assess and intervene in family dynamics. Nurses utilize the model to evaluate family routines, identify health behaviors, and understand the impact of the contextual factors on family health. So, we want to review how it's applied and then how evidence based practice supports this model. So, while there is a lot of evidence based literature supporting the model's application, Denham actually published an additional journal article in a family nursing journal, and it's titled Relationships Between Family Rituals, Family Routines, and Health, which further support her model's development and application as it further demonstrates the effects of ritual and consistent behaviors amongst family members. The main points that she makes in her model is that repeated behaviors, ritualistic behaviors, consistent behaviors is ultimately what forms and builds that family dynamic. Another article titled The Framework of Systemic Organization, a Conceptual Approach to Families and Nursing, supports the idea that family organizations, roles, and interactions shape health and behaviors consistent with Denham's model. This article, though, was actually written in 1995, 8 years before Denham's model even came out. Yet, because of its organization, because of its framework, and because of its founding beliefs, it still acts as evidence-based supporting this model and this framework. Another article that was written in 2013 is titled Family Nursing, Research, Theory, and Practice. And it's focused specifically on Denham's model. And it discusses evidence-based approaches in family nursing that directly align with her model and further support its work. Two research projects that have been guided in the theory. The first is the effect of family routines on care for inner city children with asthma. This study examined how health-related family routines, such as regular medication use, environmental factors, and controls influence asthma management and a child's specific quality of life. The family health model created by Denham was listed in the research design for this project. It was guiding both the measurement of the routine and the regularity and interpretation of the adherence of behaviors. The second research project was the Family Health Scale, Reliability and Validity of a Short and Long Form. This is a psychometric study, and it was aimed at the development of a family health scale. So this research study is a little bit different. It wasn't necessarily implementing the model, but it was growing and developing off of it. It was a multidimensional measure and reflecting functional, structural, and contextual family health domains. The foundation was explicitly based on Denham's Family Health Framework and the broader Family Health, Maternal, and Child Health Measurement Resource Network. In summary, the family health model presents a valuable framework for assessing and promoting family health and nursing practice by focusing on the domains specifically that Denham points out, and then all the other relationships and how they work with one another, the context, the function, the structure. Nurses can develop care plans that address specific, unique family dynamics by drawing from those domains. Health equity will grow and develop as varying contributing factors are considered. The model has been applied in several research studies and has been supported by multiple evidence-based researches. It's demonstrated its effectiveness in guiding family-centered care. Applying this model to family assessments will enable and improve understanding of family health behaviors and dynamics. This allows the development of targeted interventions that promote overall well-being. I chose specifically to use this model for the family that I'm assessing is because the family that I'll be assessing is heavily religious, and they're an interracial couple. Both have different cultural backgrounds and grew up in different locations and environments that now affect their family dynamic. However, the model allows me to, rather than account for each individual's experience, it allows me to measure their experience together and find interventions that can contribute to the dynamic they have formed together. These are my references. If you have any questions or comments, I'd love to hear them. Thank you.